How is everyone? Woo! Great start there, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what this is?
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Single Ladies.
Married women.
And we are here today in the studio with the one and only Miss Denise Harris.
Hello.
She is a trainer extraordinaire. I actually met her at Crunch Fitness in LA umpteen years ago. We used to take classes together. It's pretty incredible. And she was also the finalist in the 2017 Women's Health Magazine competition, one of the 5 women across the whole country who were chosen to be the Miss Women's Health
Next Fitness Star.
Yes. So, and I'm honored to know her. Also a really wonderful person with a really great heart and a hard worker, just everything you would want your trainer and friend to be. So that's who we have in studio with Monica and myself today.
Yes, I'm so pleased to meet you.
Same here.
Awesome. So we're going to talk about health, fitness, and keeping yourself healthy with family, without working crazy schedules and taking care of your body. And we're hoping she'll shed some light on that. So, Monica, do you have questions?
Yes. I get to start, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, you always
right
do
in.
that. You do that.
Jump right in.
So I'm married.
Yes.
And I find it difficult to make the time for myself to do that.
Right.
He's completely supportive about it. But then I still have to say, well, I'm going to do this now. And he's like, okay, but I feel like I am taking selfish time to do this.
Right.
And I have to, again, say, Bob is not making me feel that way. It's a self-imposed cover on it. Right. And I'm trying to fix that. That was actually my big question for you. I was going to ease into it, but because Breece
That's heavy, yes.
threw it right at us.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
like,
jump in.
that is what I wrote down when I wrote my notes. It was, having to repeatedly say, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and like for myself. And
But then can I ask a question? I mean, do you find it hard to do anything for yourself, or is it just the exercise?
No. It's just exercise.
Okay.
It's exercise. And I was much better at it.
Right.
Used to be much better at it. And I feel like I'm losing ground every day. I'm just like losing ground. Right. So I did just sign up for Les Mills On Demand.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Because I had done those programs, 12 or 15 years ago at a gym that I belonged to. So I figured, well, I don't really have the schedule right now to go to a gym. Maybe if I try this,
then you could fit it in.
I can fit it in.
Right.
And I did it twice this week.
Okay.
Do you know their classes?
I've heard, but I've never experienced or seen.
Well, there's all these things called Body Flow, which is a yoga, Tai Chi, Pilates. That's the one I've been doing. There's Body Combat, which is a fight choreograph. Body
Sounds
Pump.
amazing.
Yeah.
Body Pump is weights. And then there's a dance one, and there's another, a CRX.
A TRX?
TRX,
Yes.
the bands.
Oh, the bands.
The bands and things. I haven't done that one yet. So what kind of advice can you give me on, I don't even know what, on making it not seem like a luxury that I'm trying to do this, or that it's selfish? That's what I feel like. I feel like,
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't have the answer why that you would think it would be selfish, but I mean, I feel like just listening to the fact that you signed up for it, you realize it's something important. So important versus selfish, I mean, that's it's totally different things. But I think what you did is a good step. Is I think when people think, oh my God, I need to do it, but I don't want to do it. I don't have the time, or this is selfish. It becomes this huge thing. You're thinking I got to go run Prospect Park, or I got to go run Central Park. Yeah. When all in all, why would you start there? Why could you not start with something like what you just said? Sign up for something online, or go to do something. And it doesn't even have to be you start out doing an hour or hour and a half, 2 hours. It can start out you just doing 10, 15 minutes,
They actually have 20-minute segments. They have this remix thing where you can do a morning startup or an evening, and I did that one day as well. I mean, because I can waste 58 minutes staring at the wall or playing solitaire on my phone.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But then to think like, oh my God, I got to go to class or something like this, like that just seems crazy. So, I mean, you can ask Breece. I'm the queen of like, I do my laundry and I go down and the cycle is 32 minutes and I'll do 32 minutes. You know what I mean? Like down there. It doesn't have to be, I don't think, I mean, that can't be your main workout if you have a goal of like losing X amount of weight or whatever. But just the fact that you're moving, I mean, I think you should think about it that way and like take it in small chunks, which is, I think, what people say for any kind of goal, you know?
That is true.
Yeah, that it doesn't have to be this grand thing.
And what I feel like I'm fighting is the backsliding that has not happened in 12 or more years because I lost 65 pounds.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
And I started actually 13 years ago, 13 or 14 years ago, and I have kept it off.
Right. But that's amazing.
And all of a sudden
Incredible.
I'm going, well, is my body changing? I've gained this 10 pounds. It's going to be 12 pounds pretty, and it's going to be 15, and then I'm going to be where I was. I need to stop it.
Right. But I think, again, like the step that you took is a good one because I think if it is something that you're trying to lose weight, again, I think the first thing people think is like, go run. You know, and like that might not be your jam. You know what I mean? Like it helps my legs, yes, but can I go run Prospect Park? No, because my knee, my hip, you know, whatever. So it's finding something that you like, and that sounds like it has the Les Mills sounds like it has a variety of things. So then it's like, okay, I might not like doing the dancing, but then I could do this, or I could do the 20-minute thing because that's all I have time for today. So
then how do I make that, or have you run into other people who have that trouble making just that commitment? Or maybe it's as simple as going, well, I have 20 minutes. I can play solitaire.
Right.
I could watch TV, or I could just go do this.
Right.
Yes. I think I think every individual is different. So it is maybe like, again, signing up for something like that, and then one of them just clicks with you, and then you see like, oh my God, I think I could see this, or like my biceps look good or something, and then it just needs to be creating like a routine so that it is something that you're not going to be like, oh, I got to go do this kind of thing. I mean, because I think that's the worst.
It is. And
that's
drive
the worst.
to it. And
like
change. And
yeah. I mean,
I'd rather eat a
instant gratification.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And I'm just this is something that just came to me. It came to me a while ago. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking to a prominent fitness instructor, and I thought her view was really great. She was like, I think people don't work out sometimes with self-love, and there is definitely some validity to that. But I also thought it's comfortability. Like you're comfortable where you're at. You're comfortable eating that food. It's instant gratification. So I know I've felt that way. It's like you said, I'd be like, well, I could go do this, but right now that double chocolate chip muffin is like instant ecstasy right now. And then the other thing that she did say that I think is very cool, and I thought about that, is really changing that the reward of that. Instead of saying, oh, well, that's ultimate ecstasy, it's like, oh, but my workout's going to be awesome. Like playing, kind of like switching gears and looking and changing perspectives on that. Like, but this workout's going to make me sexy for my husband, or even more sexy, or I'll have more stamina when I'm with him. I mean, that's kind of what I got from like, oh, I could start looking at it differently and treating that less as a reward and treating the exercise more as a reward. But still very much a work in progress because I love chocolate. Right.
But everything, if you look at it, you love chocolate. How did that begin? It becomes a habit. So, I mean, and I don't know, when I think habit, that sounds like a negative word, but I mean, it is. So it's you did 2 times. Next week, maybe you do 3 times. Then all of a sudden something clicks in that you're like, okay, it's time to do this. Or like, I'm going to do this for myself now. So it's just getting like, not sound cliche, getting over that hump, you know what I mean? So that it becomes something. But then, I mean, if it's not something that you want, again.
Oh, but it is something. So, it's something at this point I don't want to lose. Right. I work so hard to get it.
Yes.
That now it's, slipping away.
Right. So, but then again, I think it is like how you build that habit back up or get that back into your life to where before when you lost the weight, you probably had a rhythm and it was nothing to you to just like say, boom, I'm going to go do this.
Yeah.
So,
well,
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was doing Zumba at the time, and I was an instructor upstate.
Awesome. Yeah.
So did it.
Yeah.
And you burn more calories, as you probably know,
Probably, yes.
when you're
actually doing it.
leading
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
And there was a routine to life,
Right.
which I think maybe...
And maybe that's a better word, not
Yeah.
habit, routine.
A routine
Like he's
to it,
creating
yeah.
a routine, yes.
But I have a hard time saying no to food.
Right,
And there
right.
it is. And I don't like to have to... Like somebody goes, oh, do you want this? I hate to keep going, no.
Right.
Well, if you're working it out, you're burning it off, then maybe you don't have
I'd
to
have
say
to burn
no.
off a lot.
Well, get that treadmill in that new house, girl. You got that new house, girl. Get a little treadmill action, a little Zumba on the treadmill.
Now, here's another question. I guess I'm full of questions.
Go for it.
The people you train, what are the age ranges? Do you train older adults as well, or?
They're primarily younger, but I do have like one who's like one of my favorite. I've been training her for a long time, and she has lots of ailments or issues. But she realizes, like, as she's getting older, like, it's important for her to move. So that's why she comes. And most of my clients, I don't have clients, funny enough, that are like, oh, my God, I got to lose this, or like, what's this? You know, like, it is primarily people who just want to move, you know, like, so that they're able to walk upstairs, or if they had to run away from someone, that they would be
Right.
able to run away from someone. And even funny enough, like, I have one. And sometimes I'm always like, don't you want to come twice a week? You know what I mean? Like, because I still don't know, even though I've been training her for maybe like over 5 years now. I have no idea, like, why does she come? You know? But I think it's now we've created a routine, because even when I'm like, oh my God, I can't do next Thursday, she's like, why? Where are you going? You know what I mean? Like, so it's a thing now that we're part of
It's like
each
a
other's.
relationship.
Yeah, it's a relationship in a sense. But she comes, and she loves to move as well. So yeah, I mean, it's predominantly young, and then my one little Linda. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then what about for women who are working like full-time jobs, commuting, married maybe with kids or with kids, or not, but their day is jam-packed full? I'm sure you get a lot of people ask you, well, how can I possibly even fit this in, and say they want to come out, like they want to train. Like, what is your advice on that? I know you touched on it with Monica, but even mentally, how can they get over that hump? Or
I mean, I think, again,
to get to where they want to
depending upon your goal, like, I mean, if it is just to move, then maybe that just means during your lunch break you get up and you take a walk and make it an extra long walk to go get whatever you're getting for your lunch or something. But if it is that you're wanting to lose weight, then some kind of sacrifice is going to have to be made, you know? And so whether that means, like, do it before work or do it after work, or, again, I'm the queen of, I mean, I love taking classes, yes, but, like, it's hard for me even to work out on my own, which is why I said earlier, like, I'll go down to the basement. It doesn't have to be, you know, like this hour-long, intense, like, kind of thing. I mean, I feel, again, just depending upon your goal, if you could move like 30 minutes 3 times a week, I mean, like, something is better than nothing. But then, like you said, if you're short on time, like, a sacrifice has to be made at some place in order for it to work.
Maybe calling it a new balance or a shift.
Yeah.
But it is a sacrifice, especially with food.
Yeah.
It is a sacrifice.
Yeah. And then there are things, I mean, like, again, queen of, like, making things short. There are things, and I tell my clients all the time, like, well, I only want to do it when I come here. Like I said, go down, wash your clothes. If you're going to wash your clothes and you go back upstairs, why not just stay downstairs, you know, or go upstairs and you can do something 30 minutes. You can create intervals. I have a Tabata timer on my phone, which I use with my clients, and it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds. It's 4 minutes. If you technically did 4 of those, which would make 28 minutes, if I'm doing my math right, you could do compound movements and have a full body workout in 28 minutes. So to say, like, that you don't have 28 minutes, I mean, I don't want to say what anybody's life is like to say that's impossible. But, I mean, I feel like you could sacrifice, like, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
I just learned that somebody my sister-in-law told me this. She said, when you brush your teeth, if you have an electric toothbrush, stand on one foot.
My mom does squats when she brushes her teeth.
Until the light blinks, and then stand on the other foot, and that's your balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because as you start to get older,
Thank you. Me
balance
and Miss Linda.
is a major issue.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
if you're not stable and you're not balanced, you get scared. But much older adults, they
Yes.
stop going out.
Yes.
Because they don't want to fall down.
Yes. And then the standing on one foot balance, yes. But then your abs come, everything.
Yeah.
'Cause
will
that
come-
balance comes-
Yes, come
yeah.
from your core. Yeah. So that's a.
And the other thing I used to do, I'm trying to do it again now, when I walk. I used to do it at the copier when I was making copies for the classroom. I'd do crunches, like the standing crunches, the little pulse crunches, and I'd do it to the rhythm of the copier as I was making the copies for them. So I've been trying to do that when I walk.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, I think sneaking things in however you can. Then again, like we said earlier, to build in the sense of like some kind of routine, or like, oh, I did this, so like maybe I could add on this. I found the time to do these 5 minutes. Maybe next week I could do 10 minutes. Like again, that's you making some kind of a little sacrifice. In a way. Yeah.
Making a
Or
choice.
making it
Yeah,
fun,
choice,
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe making it fun.
Yeah.
And my mom, I used to be a trainer at Crunch as well, and I remember my mom, she's the reason why I work out. She used to do Jane Fonda and 29-minute workout. God bless her, she's amazing. But she had her 4th child, and this weight was not going away. And we were just trying to think about like what she could do that would inspire her to even work out. So I said, what'd you do when you were a kid, Mom? She's like, well, I really love the hula hoop. So I went and bought her hula hoop.
Right.
I was like, Mom, let's just try hula hooping for 10 minutes a day. Well, I wish I could tell you she did it like forever and ever, but she did. It did have her move.
Right,
And she
yeah.
just lit up like a schoolgirl for like at least a week. She was like, okay, let's do this. So, I don't know. I'm definitely not the expert, but I thought there was something to like the fun. Oh, let's make it kind of fun.
yes.
Like I was telling Monica that I told you that actually, that I went rock climbing, and then there were muscles that I haven't used in a while or didn't know that were there, and it's like that's kind of fun. Like maybe I'll take on that. But your basement workouts are legendary on Instagram. What's the hashtag for it again?
Well, there's many. I
There's
haven't
many.
come up with one.
She records hers and puts her up on Instagram.
When you're doing the laundry?
Yeah,
The
like I
laundry
said,
workout?
Yeah.
and
I'll
they
just
come and
create-
work out with her. People,
Yeah, I've had two people come and work out with
She has
me.
guests.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite kind of workout or routine or sequence or?
Not a favorite. I mean, again, I love taking classes, and there are so many things here in the city like where I can go. But if I'm going to do by myself, again, I'm not good at the gym. I will go in and I'll be like, think I'm
Burpees.
done. But I love jump roping, so I'll do a lot of jump roping. And that's another thing. I mean, we're talking about being short on time. I don't know, so don't even quote me. But like I think it's like 10 minutes of jumping rope is equivalent to like 30 minutes of running.
wow.
And again, I'd be wrong, but like,
up.
yeah, but it's something that, so that's not, I mean, again, if you're doing your laundry or if I don't know where you would go and do it, but like, just jump
Vigorous jump roping.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
awesome. You love burpees.
I don't know if I love.
I've done them. I think I've done
love
them.
would
You
not
kinda
be the word,
squat.
but I mean, I'll do them.
Do you squat and jump and
Your hands down to the floor, and depending upon what level, it'll either be jump back or you could jump back, but your chest hits the floor, and then jump in, jump up.
I'm just
Yeah.
playing. We used to do. Well, we haven't worked out together in a while, but we would work out and be like star jumps, bumpies,
That was
burpees.
the crazy one.
I
is
like star
jumps.
jumps.
Yeah.
Burpees, I don't like.
Yeah.
Like it's
'Cause
that's so
you're
much
up,
effort.
You're down. You're up.
Star
you're down.
jumps, I'm
Yeah.
like, yay!
No.
Even though I'm like after 10, I'm like, okay, gotta take a break. Gotta take a break. It's so funny. I have this job I'm at now, and I freelanced for a long time, and so I have to be there at standard hours, like 9 to 6. And I just started. It's because I've struggled with fluctuating weight off and on, like 10, 15 pounds the last few years. And I just started doing beachbody.com, and I just came alive. So I get up at 4:45 to 5 o'clock. People think I'm crazy, but I think it's on the sacrifice end that you were talking about.
Right.
And I started like 2 weeks ago consistently doing it. And so I've been doing Turbo Jam. Totally love that with so shame I can't think of her name. She's amazing. A New York Times bestseller. Turbo Jam and abs workout with what's his name? Sean T.
Okay, yeah.
So because I was listening to a podcast about him, I'm like, oh yeah, Sean T's workouts. And it was funny because I've been doing like 5-6 days a week. And this is killer because they have body sculpt with weights. And at like 5 in the morning, I'm literally like, oh my God, am I doing like 100 squats? Like, but I noticed a difference right away. So I'm at work, my energy's better. But this morning is my day off of working. And I was driving at like 5 something in the morning. And I'm like jamming all of a sudden in my car. I'm like, move my body. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is because every morning at work, I mean, every morning before work, I'm literally like, these workouts are hardcore dancing, hardcore rocking out. And I love it. It's definitely giving me energy. And I'm looking to drop the weight, and I see a difference already. But I thought it was in the form of what you're talking about, routine. Is that I'm not even working out this morning, but I'm driving at the same time. I'm like, I'm usually excited, but why am I'm literally driving
so
with
your
one
body
hand.
got used to it.
Oh yeah, I'm literally in the car like pumping my fist, and I'm like, why does this feel familiar? And I'm like, oh, because typically I'm hearing Sean T go, work the abs. Yeah, look good in that bikini. You could do 20 more squats. And I'm like, da. So the habit, hopefully, it is taking root.
Right.
And it is a sacrifice. So I do want to, I hit snooze sometimes, like 2 or 3 times. And a lot of times I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Literally, it's a negotiation in my head, like, get up, because thighs aren't going to slim themselves.
Right.
You know, songs aren't going to make themselves, and all that other things, everything needs an effort. So it's been a real challenge. As much as I actually love to work out, it's so justifiable for me to be like, I'm working 9 to 6, my commute's an hour and a half, blah, 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 each way, blah, 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 I'm going to get home till 8 or 9. I deserve to sleep in. But literally, I've had to say, I deserve a healthy body. I am in my 40s. I deserve, to feel good. I deserve to be able to fit clothes that I want to fit. I deserve to have stamina to play with my nieces and nephews. So that's kind of been the driving force to be like, okay, get up anyway. And I did hear Sean T say one thing that was very cool in the podcast. He said, it was School of Greatness podcast, by the way. I love that podcast. He said, don't push play, push, go. So now when I'm pushing play on a video, or I'm even pushing the X on my alarm to wake up, it's like go time. And it's a lot of mental, a lot of mental manipulation on my part, literally, to get myself. But at 5 in the morning, they're literally doing jump squats, turbo jams, jump squats, jump squats, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
So you do this in your home?
And do it in my house.
Upstairs? Are you above somebody?
I'm above somebody. But I do still do, because I love the gym, I do still do like 2 days a week at the gym to get that iron resistance. But yeah, it's a sacrifice. But I am eating some
Well,
things
that's the thing. If I do the class, I will eat better because I have that righteous...
Yeah,
you've worked all comes into play.
I did that class.
You
so
worked
why
hard.
would I... Even when I was teaching Zumba and I could track, oh my God, that was 700 calories that I just
Nice.
burned. That's a piece of cheesecake.
Right.
That was a lot of work for that one piece of cheesecake.
You're like eating it slowly, like,
That's
I
dinner.
earned this.
I earned this. Yeah. So it's a matter of retraining your brain, just shifting your focus.
Yeah, and like you just said, I feel like you told me once a long time ago that you worked with someone who lost a lot of weight, and all he did was dance in his bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
It's just finding
for an
something.
hour.
Yeah, I feel like, again, people think, and I said it already 3 times, but that running is the thing to do, or that's the thing to do, or I got to join a CrossFit thing. But why? Find something that you like. And I feel like once it resonates with you, your body feels good doing it. I mean, not saying that it's not a challenge, but, again, you're in the car, my body's used to doing this. Then something clicks, and then it is, again, if you're trying to lose weight, it becomes like a freer, or a little bit easier, or, a fluid thing. Or if it is that you're just wanting to move, then you look forward to, I want to do this. I had a client, and she's she wants to... This one did want to lose weight, and I don't train her anymore, and I was like, we need to do cardio. And she was like, oh God, I hate cardio. So I saved one of her sessions, and I'll buy 4 classes, and we go around and do it, because I was like, you need the cardio, but we'll try to find some kind of cardio that you like. And so then I won't say the name of the place because, I mean, I liked it, but we were turned around and looked at her and she was like, yeah, you need to find someone else to do that second class. She didn't like it. But if you could see the people in there, their faces and the way they were moving, I mean, they were all just like in seventh heaven. I said, you got to stop being a fitness snob. I said, we'll find the class for you. And so then we went to another class, and it was a dance class where you learned like the dance from the video, and she loved that. And then she bought a package.
So that was her. That was her jam.
That was her jam. Yeah.
So finding something that's fun, and hopefully fun and sustainable.
It's sustainable, but also maybe still a challenge. Because I mean, you can't be, again, if your goal is to lose weight, it can't just be like, like this is fun.
I walked around the block.
Yeah. I mean, there still needs to be some kind of like challenge to it. So, but she found her thing.
What is the one thing you wish people knew about fitness and about staying healthy? If there could be more than one, but what do you wish people knew?
I mean, I think we just hit it, like, that it can be fun. I don't think that and not that all people think it's not fun, but, like, it doesn't have to be something that's like, oh, my God, this is horrible. Like, it can be something that you can't wait to pack your bag and get out of the house and go and do, or go down to your basement and do, or, and I think also to just realize, like, it's not just about body, but it also, and more I think now there's a connection with like mind, body, soul, but like it does have to do with your mind, you know what I mean? I feel like that's the one reason why I myself like work out and started working out and still work out, is because of the way it gives me like this peace of mind. Like, it's a nice pause moment where I'm not thinking about anything. I'm in control, and I don't feel guilty for being in control. And then the afterward part is like this, like, oh my God, I wish this could last for hours kind of thing. And I think if people maybe saw like that too, then it wouldn't be this, like, again, the kind of thing. Yeah.
What's your biggest challenge in training clients, or when you used to teach classes? I know you taught the abs class at Crunch. You've taught a lot of gyms. What was your biggest challenge?
I mean, I think it's just the same challenges in life, personalities. You know what I mean? Like, no two people are the same, and it's like sometimes hard to please this one person when this other person is wanting something, or even like we were just saying, like the thought pattern, like I've had some where I trained one lady, we get on the treadmill and she just went off on all this negativity, and I was like, dang, I mean, like we're just walking and you're coming into it with just like, and in my mind, I just started playing the gratitude game right away. I was like,
gratitude game?
Me, like, I just started playing it myself because I was like, I can't believe. And I told her, I said, I hear you. Everything you're saying is, it's nothing that I haven't heard before. I said, but like, let's start the session first. You're ready to the middle, you're to the end. And we are not even off the treadmill yet. So, like, let's start and let's, like, be present with now. I don't need to hear about, like, the issues. Right. I mean, yes, I do, but, like, if they involve your body, but, like, not some boyfriend and your job and whatever, unless you that deals with your back. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a lot. Like,
this is your body time. Not
so,
yes,
that.
Yes.
What is the gratitude in the moment?
Yes. Yeah, and then also, like, let's now, and let's move forward. Like, if you keep on holding on to all this stuff, again, how I was just saying, it's a mind-body thing. There needs to be like some kind of openness, and so that we can flow with this, as opposed to like I'm just bogged down with like,
because you're carrying
he broke up with me, and like now I want to be skinny just so he'll realize like, hey, I'm good. My job sucks and I want to quit, but I can't quit. Like, that's too much stuff. I mean, that's heavier than what we're about to pick up. I mean, like, it's too much. It's way too much.
You're like a therapist and trainer in one.
I mean, most definitely. Like, there is a whole therapy, and I'm sure when you taught classes, you have people who become you're their favorite, and the next thing you know, they're like, oh, Monica, yeah.
Tell us what the gratitude game is.
Oh, it's just, I mean, that point, and I mean, I guess I have played it a couple of times, because I never want to say what someone's feeling isn't right, because again, I'm not them, they're not me. But to me, like, when she started talking like that, I was like, you know what? thank you. I woke up this morning, I drew breath. That's the number one. I mean,
Right.
the fact that you're on this treadmill and you're I'm not gonna stop talking
Right.
about that lady, but like,
Yeah.
but like, I drew breath, and that my body serves me.
Yes.
So why would I not want to serve my body?
So
you know?
you took that moment to be thankful.
Yes.
For everything
I mean, I couldn't
yeah.
because otherwise, I mean, just me personally, and I'm not saying other trainers. Like, I feel like I soak up stuff, and I don't want to soak up
Energies.
too much. Yeah, exactly. I don't want
Yeah.
to soak up too much negativity, because then I'm not going to give you a good session. You know what I mean? And then I'm not going to be in my right frame of mind. So to me, in that moment, it was like important to like kind of just let it be like a little reset, and then
Right.
just realize, you know what, she's going through some stuff. I can help her in the way that I can help her, but I mean, she needs a lot more than just
Like,
me.
I'm the trainer, not
Yes,
the therapist,
yes,
but I
yeah,
know a
yeah,
really good therapist. You should partner up with a
Yeah.
therapist and be like,
Wow.
and this person is ready. Sorry, okay, Monica.
Leave this.
Yes.
I love your philosophy. I love the incorporation of exercise is just an important element of how you approach things, and it's very reasonable. And I think that's the mistake that people make: this jump on the bandwagon, and you
Yes,
can't
yes.
sustain that.
Yes.
So I have to thank you for strengthening that resolve in me.
Right.
I mean, I did that yesterday. I did my body flow yesterday, and
Right.
tomorrow
Nice.
maybe
Yeah,
do a little
good.
body combat.
I can totally see that.
Jumping and punching.
Awesome.
And,
She's a
Awesome.
badass.
But thank you so much
Thank you
for
guys.
being
Thank
our
you.
guest
Of
today.
course.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
so
Thank
pleased
you.
to meet you.
Same here. Same
And
here.
She's
you two,
amazing.
I know, we'll have lots more. Well, maybe we'll go have more time together.
Yes.
Yeah.
The three of us can go work out.
Yes.
I'd
That
do that.
reformer machine is awesome.
I
We-
would do that.
Yes.
She's at Studio 26.
Yes.
For those of you listening, she's a trainer. And Resolve to Move is your website, yes?
Yes,
So we're talking about movement, Resolve to Move. And your
Resolve to
Instagram is?
D Harris 2016.
Awesome. And she always has some cool workouts there, and
I
you can do in your basement as well.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Denise.
Thank
as
you.
always, I love you.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
Love you too.
And we'll
Thank you
hear
so much.
Check you out next time. We'll
Yes, we will check you out next time.
see you next time on Single Ladies.
Married Women.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have fun. Go work out.